Beetlejuice came out a couple weeks ago.
Yes, and I saw it opening weekend, but I said I would wait, and
Yes,
now my
I've seen.
co-host has seen it as well. Finally.
Fi- Finally, I've seen it. Um, hmm. What did you think?
Okay, so first of all, shame on me because I did not realize that Tim Burton was doing it. I don't know why, but for some reason I was nervous that like someone else was going to take over and do this film. And so I'm
Mhm.
glad I was wrong. Let me start there because
Okay.
this is Tim Burton,
Hmm.
and I think they did a great job of continuing so many years later. When the trailer came out, we said that even though the trailer looked good, we were a little nervous because it's been so many years since the first one came out. I think they did a great job of keeping the same themes, keeping the history or the timeline intact.
Yeah.
Um, I think they did a great job of also advancing the characters and the story.
Hmm.
I don't really have many complaints about this movie. Um, I think there were a lot of great moments. I think they did a good job of using both the old and new technology
Hmm.
effects. It was a good blend of both of those. You got some of the old like claymation kind of stuff, but then you also got some very cool new stuff that's more modern. Um, my favorite thing is Soul Train.
That was too good. That was funny. The whole movie was funny, but that was funny.
Yeah, it's my favorite part of the whole movie is the Soul Train. Yeah, and Bob, poor Bob.
Bob was great, but honestly, my favorite movie. This is my favorite line. My favorite line is when I can't remember her name right now, but um, his ex-wife, when he sees her, he says, "You look so put together."
Yeah, because she's all stapled.
She stapled herself back together. I
Yeah.
was just like, I just,
Mhm.
it was good, clean fun. It was just, it was just fun. It was a fun film, and I agree with you. I feel like they did a good job of keeping up with the characters and the storylines, and it felt like a well done sequel.
Yeah.
Um, all sequels are not great,
Nope.
especially when you try to continue a story or you try to like put the characters into their new lives, their older selves. It's really difficult sometimes, and sometimes it's not believable because it's
Right.
just like, but that person wouldn't have. Okay, whatever. But the point is that yeah, I thought it was really funny. Um, there were a lot of moments where you could laugh, you could just laugh, and it was cute and it was fun and it wasn't too out there, but it was just enough out there, and I don't know. It was very nostalgic, I think,
Yeah.
but in a really good way. So yeah, I definitely give it a high score. I would. I had a good time with it. I thought it was fun. Um, yeah, and seeing the old characters too.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was cool that they were able to do that. Sometimes you get all new people who are just not really. They don't do it justice.
Right.
I feel like the characters did do it justice. Um, I thought that Jenna did a great job too.
Yep.
Um, I like Jenna Ortega. I just feel like she's her dark her dark humor shines through in every role that she does. You could tell that in real life she's probably got an interesting sense of humor. So I enjoy that about her, and I
Yeah,
thought
it
that was
made sense. It made sense that she would be in this. Her and Tim Burton are working together with the Wednesday show. So
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, it made
that makes
sense.
sense.
She kind of fit right in.
Yeah, yeah, she did. She did, and it worked out. So um, I just knew we couldn't trust that boy. I just knew we couldn't. I knew we couldn't trust that little motherfucker. I just knew. I knew. I won't give it away, but I'll just say I just knew we couldn't trust that little motherfucker. Okay. I saw him. I said, mm-mm. He looked too much like a member of NSYNC. Something's wrong here. Something's wrong here. Um, it was like a cross between Justin Timberlake and one of the Backstreet Boys. I just knew. I just, little motherfucker.
You got the moment. You feel good.
Yeah, cause
Okay.
it's like you know, niggas.
Um,
Anyway.
I enjoy that this film stuck to the core Beetlejuice lore, but
Yeah.
also incorporated lots of other things. And so you see uh the stepmom from the first movie trying to do all these different things now with her art, and they're
Hmm.
like more towards the modern things of today, and
Yeah.
she's still just as kooky, and that was cool.
Yeah.
You also see like all of the things that we know from the afterlife realm. Um, and I think there were a lot of cool unannounced cameos. And so, we didn't know Danny DeVito was going to be in there. We didn't know William Defoe was going to be in there.
Mhm.
William Defoe's character is hilarious in that
Yeah.
movie.
He was great.
It's just you got to keep it real.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
It's all
I,
every time you're just like, thanks so much. You helped me keep it real.
I didn't like that Danny DeVito had to go out like that though.
What's
Just,
in his name DeVito? He wasn't gonna be there the whole movie. Like,
I know, but I was just no. You know what killed me? Pun intended. You know what killed me
what's that?
was was at the cleaners.
Oh yeah,
I was like, no, no, no. It was one of those moments where you want to yell at the screen.
right.
Like, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you think something is behind the curtain, something is behind the curtain. Run.
Yes.
Run.
Yes. And we got to learn about Beetlejuice before he was dead. That was
Right.
cool. He
That
was
was
also a dirtbag back then too, apparently.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's still a dirtbag.
I
Well,
love it.
what's left of him. But he's
Well,
yeah.
I'm saying before.
No, I know, I know. I know
Have you
what
heard
you're
him
saying,
speak?
but
You heard him speaking a whole nother language.
yeah.
It was good. It was good. I liked it.
That was funny. That was
Yeah.
funny.
It was good times. I think they did good with the Mr. Juice character.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt like they hit it. I know we were worried, but I feel like this was a great outcome.
Oh yeah, I think it was good. It was good. I don't know what to rate it because I don't think it was the best movie on the planet,
No.
but it was a good sequel. And so I don't know if it should be a 7.5 or an 8. I don't know. I've gone back and forth with that.
I think I'd give it a
But
solid 8.
yeah, because like the wife, they could have developed that story a little more.
Yeah.
And then it did drag a little bit, even though it was a short movie.
Hmm.
And so I would take points away for those two things. But whatever, something between the seven. Let me say 7.8. How about that?
Okay.
I meet it in the middle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? 7.8.
That's not bad. That's
Nah,
solid.
not at all.
That's decent.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. I liked it. I don't have like I said, I don't really have complaints about it. Yeah,
And they left room for a third film.
they did. They did, which they don't have to do, but um, they can.
We'll see.
Well, because it gets hairy no matter what you do, whether it's a third season of a television show or a third movie in a franchise. Number three is always weird, and sometimes weird means bad. Not
So,
always, but always weird. It always gets weird. It's like the writers get a little, I don't know what it is. They're like, oh, they loved two of them. Let's try this now. And that doesn't always go.
I will say, just Tim Burton, if you find this clip somehow, please do not do like Hangover. That's all I ask. Just don't do like Hangover, because that third one, it shouldn't exist.
Yeah, I love Hangover. Yeah, that's always been my shit. But I do understand number three was, yeah.
Yes. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is our Beetlejuice review. And that's also our pod. We're gonna get up out of
Shortest
here.
review ever.